So you're thinking about moving to Gwinnett County. Well, it's a pretty good idea, especially when you look at the growth that's happening in Gwinnett County. Currently, we're right at about 1 million people in Gwinnett County, but in less than 20 years, in the year 2040, we're projected to be at over 1.5 million people. So that means property values are going to be skyrocketing. So it's a great time to move to Gwinnett County now. So if you are thinking about moving to Gwinnett County, this video, we're going to talk about Gwinnett County as a whole, as well as 3 specific areas that are some of my favorite towns in Gwinnett County. I personally have lived in Gwinnett County for several years now. I've raised a family in Gwinnett County. I do business in Gwinnett County. I experience tons of leisure and fun and activities in Gwinnett County. It's a great place to be. So I'm Rip Pruitt, a local realtor, lovingly known as Rip the Realtor. Love to help you out with any questions. If you are considering moving to Gwinnett, just give me a call. So without further ado, let's jump right on in to see what Gwinnett County is really like. So Gwinnett County overall, what is it like? Here's a good snapshot. So Gwinnett County is a great suburban county. There's a lot of suburban living, but it's got super easy access to city living. It's very close to Atlanta. Within a few minutes, you can be in Atlanta, get that city living. But Gwinnett County is going to have way more of a suburban vibe to it. It's super diverse. It's diverse in ethnicity. It's diverse in socioeconomics. It's diverse in the demographics and the food. It's constantly referred to as one of the most diverse counties in the nation. So that's one awesome thing about Gwinnett County that attracted my family and myself to this area. There's tons of things to do in Gwinnett County. First, let me start with parks, and then there's some parks, and then there's more parks. Gwinnett County is very well known for how awesome the parks are. You can often find at several different parks, you can find lakes that you can walk around, you can do fishing in. You'll find aquatic centers at certain parks where they have water parks, indoor pools, outdoor pools. You'll find mountain biking trails at some parks. You'll find some parks on the river. So just like Gwinnett County is diverse, their park system is also very diverse and tons of them. So if you like parks, you like the outdoors, Gwinnett County's got them. Speaking of being outdoors, we have Lake Lanier. It is an awesome lake, very large, tons of boating can be done on this lake. You'll see sailboats to houseboats to ski boats, tons of living on the lake. There's restaurants on the lake. There's Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville on the lake, Lake Lanier Islands. So Lake Lanier provides in itself just tons of different things to do. And just for the record, it's not haunted, contrary to popular belief. I grew up on that lake. I've never been pulled underwater by the lady of the lake. So it's a great lake. Just be careful. Don't do crazy, dumb stuff on the lake. That's the biggest thing. So as we're talking about being on the water, then I've got to mention Chattahoochee River. Chattahoochee River runs in and out of Gwinnett County. There's tons of stuff to do on the Chattahoochee. Lots of folks canoe and kayak to go fishing. You can fish from the banks. You can do stuff like tubing. There's several tubing businesses that you can rent and go down the river. Again, there's several parks that are on the river. So the Chattahoochee River, it just sends tons of stuff our way to be able to do. Loving to go picnicking on the river, just being outside and wading in that cold river to refresh in those hot Georgia summers. And so while we're on the subject of outdoor activities, though there may not be any really good mountains in Gwinnett County is location. We're less than an hour before we can start hitting some hiking trails with some different mountains. So it's also conveniently located to the North Georgia mountains. You can get there very quickly by taking an interstate right out of Gwinnett County, I-85, and you can hit those mountains. If all that fun on the lake and fun on the Chattahoochee River hasn't satisfied or quenched your thirst for being outside, let's go hit the mountains. It's not far away. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the retail things to do in Gwinnett County. Now, we've got tons and tons of shopping, tons of grocery stores. We've got name brand grocery stores like Kroger, Publix. We've got some of the cool, trendy, organic organic grocery stores like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Fresh Market, Sprouts. So tons of shopping when it comes to groceries. And then, of course, we've got all our big retail stores. I know for my wife, Target is one of her favorites. To her perfect day is to go in that Target, get a cup of Starbucks, and walk around Target all day long if she could. So we've got all kinds of, like I said, retail, from grocery stores to stores like Target, of course, Walmart, all those other type of places. We've got several great malls. We've got Mall of Georgia, which is a huge mall in Buford. We've got Sugarloaf Mills Mall, which is right in the kind of Duluth, Lawrenceville line of things. We have some of the cool outdoor shopping areas like the development in Peachtree Corners called the Forum, where it's all kinds of your main brand stores that you can go around, do shopping at, walking around while enjoying the outdoors. There's several restaurants. So we have tons and tons of retail here in Gwinnett County. Some of the kind of out of the box retail type of things to do around Halloween every year for a few months. We have something called Netherworld. It is one of the biggest production haunted houses that you can go to and experience. There's always a huge line there. You want to buy your tickets ahead of time, but a lot of fun if you like to be scared and run away from terrifying experiences. And yes, we pay top dollar to get the crap scared out of us. Also in Duluth in Gwinnett County is a place called Southeastern Railway Museum. It's very cool for families, for kids. They have some actual trains, some old trains, a little bit newer trains. You can go in, tour those. You can even have parties there. One year when my oldest son was very young, we had his birthday party there. It was around Christmas time, so Santa was there. He hung out with us there at the train station. We got pizza, cake, took a ride in an actual train. So it's just a great place, especially if you got kids and they like trains. It's a great place to go visit. So let's talk about the cities in Gwinnett County real quick, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to share my 3 favorite areas of Gwinnett County. But Gwinnett County is a huge county in Georgia. Gwinnett is also known for being the biggest employer in the state because of our school systems. Gwinnett County school system is so big and vast that is the biggest employer in the state of Georgia, just to give a little bit of context. So as we're talking about the size of Gwinnett County, let's talk about what cities Gwinnett County includes. So it includes Auburn, Berkeley Lake, Brazelton, Buford, Decula, Duluth, Grayson, Lawrenceville, Lilburn, Loganville, Norcross, Peachtree Corners, Rest Haven, Snellville, Sugar Hill, and Suwanee. That's a lot of cities. So we're going to focus, I don't have time to go through all those cities, so we're going to focus on my 3 favorite, and that is Duluth, Suwanee, and Lawrenceville. One reason that I picked those 3, and the reason that I love all 3 of those, is I'm a downtown kind of guy. I love cool downtown areas that you can get out, you can walk with your family, you can walk to different restaurants. After you eat, you can go walk for dessert or coffee. After you've eaten and had dessert or coffee, you can walk around and do some shopping. So that's the beauty of downtown areas. And so all 3 of those cities have amazing downtown areas. Duluth, they revitalized it over the last several years, but it dates back, that downtown area, as far back as the late 1800s. There's the railway runs right through downtown Duluth, so there's a lot of history with that. And they've just done a really great job of redoing that downtown area the last several years. Suwanee, their downtown area, they're still trying to kind of put it together, but right by downtown, they built a new development called the Suwanee Town Center. There's a huge town green there. Again, restaurants, retail. There's some townhomes, some different living areas that they've built up at that Suwanee Town Green area. So that's a great area as well to hang out at. And Lawrenceville also has an older downtown area that they've completely revitalized. A lot of great places down there. McCrae's Tavern is always a favorite with the rooftop bar. There's also one of my favorite coffee shops, Boulder Creek Coffee, that's done in an old home. So all 3 of those, again, you can't go wrong with looking for some shopping or dinner or lunch in the downtown areas of that Suwanee, Duluth, and Lawrenceville. So to differentiate between the 3 cities, just at its basic level, this is kind of how I see it. Suwanee, you're going to see it's a little bit newer. The developments are a little bit newer. Overall, the homes are a little bit newer. The businesses, the buildings, all that type of stuff. And it's reflected too in the average price, because the average price of Suwanee homes are a little bit more expensive than in Duluth and Lawrenceville. They're right at about $580,000, and the home prices have gone up about 18% over the last year for Suwanee home prices. Now Duluth, I love Duluth. One reason I love Duluth, it's so diverse in food, diverse in people. And so that's kind of how I would sum up Duluth when we're talking about those three cities, is you're going to get a more diverse area in Duluth. Home prices, they're also a little bit lower. They're coming in at right around $430,000 for an average home price. And it's gone up just under 8% over the last year. So it hasn't climbed as much as Suwanee. It's not as expensive as Suwanee. And then Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville is kind of like a hidden gem. You know, the last several years, there hasn't been a whole lot of talk in Lawrenceville, but here lately, Lawrenceville is really starting to get developed. They're starting to build a lot more out there. They're really investing in that downtown area. So it's really become kind of like to me, like a dark horse that coming up in the race, right? We've been hearing more about Duluth and especially Suwanee, but Lawrenceville now, they're bringing up the pack. It's a great place to live that a lot of people aren't that familiar with. And the home prices are a little bit lower too. Average home price in Lawrenceville is right around $395,000, but it has gone up because people are starting to realize this little hidden gem of Lawrenceville. So home prices over the last year has gone up close to 22%. So it's increasing even more than in Suwanee. So again, great place to live, hidden gem. Suwanee, a little bit newer, higher home prices, home values going up pretty well. Duluth, more diversity, a little bit lower home prices, not going up as aggressive as Suwanee. And then Lawrenceville, hidden gem, and the home prices are going up very aggressive, though right now out of the three cities, the average home cost there is the lowest out of the three. So great options for you. So if you are thinking about moving to Gwinnett County, or even more specifically Suwanee, Duluth, Lawrenceville, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to answer any questions for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please remember to subscribe. Love y'all. Peace.